First tonight on our news at 7:30, color, music, and unity filled the streets of New Providence today. Our Delvardo Emmanuel was on the ground for this year's Sir Randall Fox Labor Day Parade. Then we head to Grand Bahama for their own Labor Day celebration, which ended at the Independence Park. But a tragic start to the day in Harbor Island. This as police say a man lost his life during a swim before sunrise. And later, a popular West New Providence restaurant goes up in flames this morning, but quick action from firefighters prevents a wider disaster. The story when our news at 7:30 returns. Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. Happy Labor Day. In show of solidarity and strength, hundreds of workers from across the country marched through the streets of New Providence this morning for the 2025 Sir Randall Fox Labor Day Parade. Also marching were leaders and members of political parties, but notably absent was the leadership of one of the country's largest umbrella unions. Our Delvardo Emmanuel was there for the action.
From educators and taxi drivers to those in the aviation industry, workers came together in a powerful display of unity and purpose this morning. With flags waving and placards held high, they marched through the streets of the capital celebrating their rights and legacy as Bahamian laborers. But in the days leading up to the parade, tensions brewed between the Davis administration and the Trade Union Congress over political involvement in the parade. In the end, several unions affiliated with the TUC didn't participate in the parade. But there were some unions that fall under the TUC that decided to show up anyway.
I'm a firm believer that our members should not be used as a political pawn for anyone's personal gain. And so therefore, this is not about any administration, but this simply is to ensure that our workers are celebrated.
Head of another major umbrella union, Belinda Wilson, says their presence at the march was never in question.
Oh, I don't think it affected the parade. I think it was a personal attack on me, but guess what? I'm like Teflon. I just keep going and going.
As workers marched, onlookers lined the streets. They shared their views on this year's parade.
This is our Labor Day, and this is our Workers' Day. So while they just join every time because of the government, yes, we understand that, but do not launch your thing today like this your day.
I think the parade wasn't as big as it should have been. I'm wondering why is it that so many people are wearing brave when we're celebrating Labor Day.
The Progressive Labour Party and Free National Movement also came out in large numbers, both stopping to pay respect to the 4 women who tragically lost their lives during the 2018 parade. Earlier this week, the PLP also announced plans to launch its candidates for the upcoming general election. But after widespread backlash, Prime Minister told reporters today that it's all about workers.
It's strictly Labor Day and the involvement of the Progressive Labour Party in the Labor Day and reminding workers who we all are and that we are one. We've been joined by the hips from 1953 and we continue to be joined.
The FNM not showing up in party colors, instead choosing colors they say represent the nation.
For us, it is an honor to be here to stand with the tens of thousands of Bahamians who've put the Bahamas on the map. We are envied around the world because we've created a world-class workforce, and when Bahamians work together, we can do incredible things.
Minister of Labour and the Public Service Pierre Globero taking a similar approach.
I'm the Minister of Labour. I will remain neutral. I'm here to support the workers. So as the minister and in my role, I stand on a national platform, and that's why I'm wearing the colors of the flag.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Delvardo Emmanuel.
Well, over in Grand Bahama, dozens of workers came together in a show of unity for the 2025 Sir Randall Fox Labor Day Parade. The annual event is a time set aside to celebrate the hard work and dedication of Bahamian laborers, and this year they turned out in full force on the island. The parade kicked off at Cummings Church parking lot, then moved through Columbus Drive, Adventures Way, and Gambia Drive before ending at the Independence Park off Call Road. Among those marching was Northern Region Vice President of the Bahamas Public Services Union, Eleuthera Cartwright-Jones. She says this year the union chose to take a more positive and professional approach. Also weighing in was Taxi Cab Union President David Jones. While he thanked the government for some eased restrictions in their industry, he says that business is still slow.
We are challenging the person to call a forum. Let's sit properly and let's discuss our problems. problems and let's address them in a more professional setting so that we can have a better understanding of what is happening. So we're not going to scream and shout out here today. We're not going to talk about all the unfair this and the unpaid this, because all is not well, and we know that. But we will deal with it professionally.
We have 9 major ships coming into the harbor this month. Nassau has 135 coming in only for the month of June. Is that right? Straw vendors, hair braiders, store owners. We can't survive, y'all.
And these residents say being a part of the march was a must.
It's indeed a pleasure to be out here today to march with the unions this Labor Day. This is a day that has been set aside for the workers in the Bahamas, and it is a pleasure to join them.
This is a great country. We love it.
We're here with our sisters who are on the march, those who represent so many of the government agencies as workers, as leaders, and our organization is all about unity.
Well, shortly after the Sir Randall Fox Labor Day Parade wrapped up in the capital, supporters of the Progressive Liberal Party shifted their energy to Clifford Park. There, they marked a dual celebration, the official launch of the PLP's campaign efforts and the birthday of the Prime Minister Philip Davis, which is today. The mood was festive, each constituency having its own booth. While addressing the crowd, Prime Minister Davis issued a call to party supporters, urging them to get ready as the next general election, he hinted, isn't far off. He told supporters to stay tuned, saying more major announcements will come soon.
Get ready. Getting ready means that you talk to your children, you talk to your fellow worker, you talk to your cousins, you talk to your neighbors, and let them know the time is not far, that they need to get themselves ready to be ready for election. And very soon you'll be hearing announcements about going and getting yourself sorted out, getting your registration verified to ensure that you're in the right place where you ought to be. Very soon you'll be hearing about that. And very soon you'll be hearing some more things that leads up to the election. But like I say, it's about a year ago. We have a year, but a year is not a long time.
Well, a heartbreaking turn of events in Harbor Island this morning. Police say a 32-year-old man lost his life after an early morning swim turned tragic. The incident happened shortly after 4 a.m. as a man was swimming and diving in a pool off Bay Street. That's when he became unresponsive. He was pulled from the water and CPR was performed, but he could not be revived. A local doctor pronounced him dead at the scene. Police say an autopsy will be carried out to help determine what led to his death. Well, a fire broke out this morning at the Prime One Seafood and Steakhouse, a popular restaurant located in the One West Plaza in western New Providence. The blaze caused significant damage to the popular restaurant, but fortunately, no one was injured. According to management of the restaurant, firefighters acted swiftly, containing the flames before they could spread to neighboring businesses in the plaza. In a statement, management apologized to customers with reservations and said the restaurant will remain closed until further notice. They added efforts are already underway to reopen and restore the establishment safely. Well, Eleuthera officers are welcoming a new fire truck on the island with open arms, calling it a lifesaver. The island has had its struggles this year, authorities battling wildfires that threaten homes and businesses, mostly in the central and southern parts of the island. Member of Parliament for that constituency, Clay Sweeting, announced a new truck will be handed over soon. For officer in charge of the Eleuthera Division, Superintendent Franklin Neely, the truck will go a long way.
It's a much needed equipment. This equipment is going to assist with faster response time as it relates to fires in the southern Eleuthera district. It's also going to enhance firefighting capability.
Officers on the island have been assisted by volunteer firefighters who have worked side by side for long hours to battle blazes. Neely says this truck not only adds to their efforts but provides opportunities for training.
The addition to this new fire truck is also going to increase safety for residents and visitors. We all know in recent times there's been a lot of bushfire in the southern and central Eleuthera district. From time to time, we call upon a voluntary group of men by the name of Men of Faith who traverse into Saudi Eleuthera and assist. So this fire truck is going to assist the island greatly.
Still to come on our news, help is on the way. This as Works Minister Clay Sweeting says a flood mitigation rollout will begin within the next year. And later, above and beyond the call of duty, see how the Police Force's Northern Division is recognizing its top performers when our news continues.
Hey, you going with me to the store?
No, that's straight. My boy got me.
Alright, then cool.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
That part hard to get, you know.
Unless you go to wimauto.com.
Man, anybody get off website, man. How you know that's the right part?
On wimauto.com, you can enter the year, make, model, and engine size of your vehicle and choose the part that you need.
But this is a Japanese car.
You can shop for that on our website.
What about chemicals?
Yep.
Car accessories?
Yep.
Tools?
Actually, yeah.
Plumbing, electrical, and grocery?
If we sell it, it's on our website. Don't worry, we don't have mechanics.
Oh, thank goodness.
Save time and shop with confidence with wimauto.com.
Government has allocated millions of dollars in the upcoming budget towards flood mitigation efforts. Works Minister Clay Sweeting telling our Berthany McDermott residents can see a full plan rollout within the next year.
Amid predictions of an overly active hurricane season, Works Minister Clay Sweeting says the government is working on a flood remediation plan in flood-prone areas like Pinewood, Coral Harbor, and downtown Nassau. In addition to an excess of $20 million allocated in the 2025-2026 budget to assist in this task, Sweeting says his ministry has engaged a company to do a full assessment on the vexing issue. He predicts the rollout of the plan over the next 12 months.
If you notice in the budget, you'll see allocations to help to support that. You'll see $20 million for Pinewood. I think it's over $2 million for Coral Harbor. Downtown is also included. So you'll see over the next year a full overall implementation plan with ensuring that areas that have been flooding for a long time actually we help to mitigate some of that.
Heavy rainfall causes heavy flooding in multiple areas across New Providence, but perhaps the worst of it is seen in areas like Pinewood and downtown Nassau. Residents of these areas have long complained of the severe flooding in their areas and the damage it causes to vehicles and homes. But Sweeting explains while it's extremely difficult to eradicate flooding, we can mitigate it.
So if you look at downtown, you notice that the rain drains much quicker than it did in years prior. There are some other things we need to do down there because we cleaned out all the catchments. We rerouted a lot of the infrastructure that actually was in the drain downtown. We rerouted some of those, so you'll see some more implementation down there.
Sweeting also explaining that his ministry is getting new equipment that will improve the process.
We have some new technology with ValPro valves, which help to check the water off. So you'll see a lot of different type of technology that helps to not only assess but notify when flooding might start to happen.
Reporting for our news, I'm Berthany McDermott.
Coming up in sports, BJ Murray has become a league leader in AA baseball, and we are fully prepared to be prisoners of the moment and call the 2025 Liberty the greatest WNBA team we've ever seen.
Also above and beyond the call of duty, see how the police force's Northern Division is recognizing its top performers. We have all the details when our news returns.
Inti Corporation is on the move, day by day, panel by panel. Our commitment to sustainable energy becomes more real. With each milestone, Inti redefines what is possible. Not only are the Lucayas solar power projects on the island of Grand Bahama growing in scale, they are setting a new standard for energy independence in the Bahamas. These state-of-the-art solar farms at the Fairfield and Devon sites, once completed, will harness the power of the sun to generate 9.5 megawatts of clean, sustainable energy. Inti is on the move as a beacon of progress and innovation that is rapidly transforming our energy landscape. Witness the future of sustainable energy unfolding on the island of Grand Bahama as Inti Corporation shines brighter than ever. Inti Corporation, powering your world, powering your future.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Welcome to Paradise Games, where exceptional service meets the ultimate gaming experience. Our dedicated team is here to make every visit a win.
Now this is paradise.
This is more than just a place to play.
Now this is paradise.
It's where excitement meets world-class service.
Now this is paradise.
Now this is paradise.
Come, experience it for yourself. Now this is paradise.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Marknott. Let's do show. Chicago Cubs prospect BJ Murray has been on an absolute tear recently and is powering his Knoxville Smokies offense up the standings. In his second AA season, the power-hitting infielder has become a fan favorite at New Covenant Health Park. Tuesday night, Murray hit a decisive grand slam in a 4-2 win over the Chattanooga Lookouts. He currently leads the Southern League with 31 RBI and has a team-leading 10 home runs.
Jonquil Jones and the New York Liberty are beginning to make it look routine and are now off to the best start in franchise history. Jones started off the game with 3 points and 4 rebounds before exiting 6 minutes into the game with an ankle injury. With Jones not returning, the Liberty was still able to defeat Washington 86-78 to improve to 8-0 on the regular season, 2-0 in Commissioner's Cup play.
In his first season with the Burrito Panthers, Rayvon Pinder helped lead the team to the state tournament and earned individual accolades. Pinder, a sophomore with the Miami, Florida-based powerhouse, has been recognized as the District 1A16 Hitter of the Year and was also named to the All-District First Team. In 97 at-bats, he hit .351 and slugged .546 with 2 home runs, 13 extra base hits, 21 RBI, and 13 stolen bases. Some of Pinder's biggest moments came in the playoffs as Burrito reeled off 8 straight wins to claim their first district title in a decade. That'll do it for Our Sports. This is 10YS. Okay, this is the year, right? JJ gets the Defensive Player of the Year, completes the resume.
It's a holiday.
Okay, back to the studio.
When our news comes back from the break and nice weather on this Friday, Greg is back with your Labor Day weather forecast. When our news returns, stay with us.
At Struckham, we're all about peace of mind. With the latest tools and technology like PestPack, managing pest control just got easier. It's simple. Log on to the portal to review past services or monitor trends. Just tap Service Reports to access detailed records and see how we're keeping your business pest-free. You can even customize permissions so your teams in maintenance and health and safety have real-time access to everything they need. With PestPack, you're in control, anytime, anywhere. Get ready to simplify pest management with just a few taps.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world.
If you want a real nice, tasty Bahamian dish, there's a place on the fish fry you can't resist. You can watch the sunset out on the beautiful deck. Eat a juicy conch salad made by the conch technician. When they ask me where I yearn by the conch queen. When they ask me where I yearn by Goldie. When they ask me where I yearn by the conch queen. When they ask me by Goldie's, Arawaki's king of town. We yearn 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 by Goldie's Conch House, Arawaki, 325-4300. That's Goldie's Conch House, Arawaki, 325-4300.
Nice weather conditions on this Friday evening. Wondering what else we can expect for the Labor Day holiday? Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your extended forecast. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Natalia, and a happy Labor Day, everybody. Another warm, muggy, and hazy evening setting up for us on the outdoors. 84 degrees is our current temperature with a few clouds. Your winds out of the east at 9 miles per hour. Feels like temperature. It's up there. Feels like 87 degrees on the outside. Temperatures right now across the northwest Bahamas. 84 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, 83 in Alistown, Bimini, Great Harbor Key, Marsh Harbor, Abaco, Nichols, San Andros, 84, 82 over in Governor's Harbor, Central Bahamas, 83s across the board with the exception of Cuban Towns and Salvador. You are 82 at this hour and into the southeast Bahamas, 83 in Duncantown, Ragged Island, Abrahams Bay, Maguana. Pair of 84s, Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay, Matthew Town, Inagua, 85, and our good neighbors to the southeast, Turks and Caicos Islands, you have a current temperature right now of 86. Satellite, and this is how things are setting up. We do have that weak upper level disturbance still moving just across the northern islands, but most of the moisture is in the form of some high clouds. There's also another upper level low that's spinning just to the south of Cuba. Both of these systems will help to spark a few showers, mostly spotty showers across mainly the central and southeastern islands. But as that system pulls out, things should be clearing up. We still have some Saharan dust out there, so it's a bit hazy and it will remain hot for the balance of the weekend. The tropics are quiet right now. We have a couple of tropical waves moving across the tropical belt, quiet in the central and eastern Atlantic, into the Caribbean Sea as well. And as I mentioned, that upper level low spinning just south of Cuba will bring a few showers across the southeast Bahamas and then into the Gulf of Mexico. It's all quiet there and things seem to be quiet for the next 7 days. If you plan on doing any boating for the northwest Bahamas tonight to tomorrow, your winds will be out of the southeast at 10 knots, seas running 2 to 3 feet over open waters. Low tide is at 12:02 in the morning. Your high tide takes place at 5:45 tomorrow morning as well. Central and southeast Bahamas, east to southeast winds 10 to 15 knots, seas running 2 to 4 feet over open waters. Here's a look now at your national forecast. Into the central and into its extended forecast, Saturday looks pretty nice. It's still going to be hot. Temperatures will be near the 90-degree mark. That upper level low will be sparking a few showers, so we stick some there in for Sunday. But the high will stay in charge. Temperatures will get into the 90s. Feels like temperatures will feel like triple digits. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe holiday weekend, everybody.
All right, thanks so much, Greg. Well, the Royal Bahamas Police Force Northern Division taking time to show appreciation to several officers who've gone above and beyond their duties on Grand Bahama. Awards were presented to several officers. Officer in charge of the Northern Region, Assistant Commissioner of Police Alvaro Dames, calling it a moment to celebrate hard work and dedication, while Chief Superintendent Jeremy Henfield credited the officers' commitment as a driving force behind the drop in crime statistics across the country.
Never forget the profound and positive impact that you have had on crime, community relations, and the overall productivity of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. In my estimation, you are heroes.
Through the long days, hard nights, and even the endless operation orders, you, the officers, have put your best foot forward in the fight against crime.
Officers recognized say the honor is motivating and shared advice for other officers.
Don't let the situation define you. God always gives second chances, and once you get your second chance, just take advantage of it to do well.
It's great to see that we were on it here today to do something, like I said, that we love. And so it's more of a, I wouldn't even call it a task, just the love of it every day.
You know, sometimes you feel like you're being overlooked because, you know, you see other people going before you. However, today is extremely special for me because I feel as if, hey, all the hard work after 18 years is now coming to the forefront and I'm being recognized.
All right, congrats to the officers in the North. And if you want to see that story again, it's available now at ournews.bs. And with that, we thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening and the rest of your Labor Day weekend. I hope you enjoy it. Hi, and thank you for watching. I'm Natalia Hall. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to see more content from the team you already trust.